Hi everyone, today I'm going to talk about classics. Those are 10 books, 10 classics that I really like. I started to get into classics after I read my first classic in school, and the first book I ever read that's I think considered a classic is Brave New World from Aldous Huxley. Such a good book, in my opinion. It's a dystopian world where it plays in the future. It's like, I think 2540 or something like that. And it's about like a very hierarchy system with like alphas and betas, and they have different like orders and different jobs, and it's all about consuming a lot and about drugs. And yeah, I think it's a great book. I think it's very easy to get into it, and I really enjoy this book. Second book that I read very shortly after that was Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. I don't think it's a very popular book in Germany, but yeah, I really liked it as well. It plays in a small city in Alabama, and the main character is Atticus. Wait. I have to move a bit so the dog can fit as well. It's about racism and about a family who has a very futuristic mindset for that time, and it's about like a court case where a black man is like the suspect. Very interesting. I really like it. To Kill a Mockingbird. Great book as well. The next book I'm gonna talk about is maybe a lot of people also watched the movie. I never watched the movie. I need to look into that. But it's The Perfume from Patrick Süskind. It's basically about a little boy who, Grenouille is his name. I think that's how you pronounce it. It plays in France, and it's about this boy who grows up to be a man, but he's very unwanted and in different foster families, and he has a very good sense of smell, and he wants to create a very special perfume and goes to very radical I don't want to spoil anything. He goes to very radical things to get the perfect perfume. Such an interesting book as well. I really like it. The Perfume. I'm gonna put all the names of the books in the description as well. The next one is, I think, my only love, like actual nice love book that I have in here, and it's Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. I really like it. It's like one of my favorite books. It's about the society upgrade that you get when you marry somebody who's more well off than you. It's about a family where there are only daughters, and the mother's goal is it to marry the 5 daughters, I think it's 5 daughters, of rich so they can have a better life, because the house and everything where they live will go to a cousin, because in that area a woman didn't inherit anything. Very, very nice book. If you like Bridgerton vibes, that's a good book. The next book, I was contemplating if I put it in here or not, because it's quite controversial, and a lot of people want the book to be forbidden and want it to be banned, but I don't think those people understand the meaning behind this book. The book I'm talking about is Lolita by Vladimir Nabokov, and I get why people hate it, because it's about pedophilia, pretty much. It's about like a 40-year-old man who falls in love with a 12-year-old girl, but I think Nabokov really wants to create that conflict, because the book is written from the eye perspective of the 40-year-old man, so it's such like it's a bit messed up, but it's so interesting. I think Nabokov really wanted to create this conflict in your head, because it's such a conflict between the beautiful, beautiful writing and the way he puts everything, and then the contrast to the very weird obsession of this man in this book. Very interesting. I can understand why it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I really, really enjoy this book. Not enjoy it, but it's beautifully written, let's say it this way. And I think it's such an interesting concept, again, between something horrific, like to write about something so horrific and put it in like the most beautiful words you could ever put, like the contrast. Very nice. The next book, it's a very short book. It's Metamorphosis from Franz Kafka. Such a fun book, I think. Very dark, like all of Kafka's books. Maybe that's something I like, because I feel like all of them are quite dark. Even the ones that are coming are quite dark, but this one is very fun dark, I think. Because it's about a man, Gregor. He wakes up one morning and he realizes he's not really himself, and I think it's such a, like, it's on a work day and he wakes up and everything feels funny, and then everything changes because of this change that happened overnight. Such a cool book, such an interesting twist. I also really like The Castle from Kafka. I think he writes very interesting books, and yeah, I feel so bad for Kafka, because he never got anything of his fame. Like, he died before, and then he said to his friend to burn everything he ever written, but the friend knew that he wrote absolute gold, so he still published it against the will of Kafka. And yeah, he never realized what a great author he is. Very sad, very good book though, The Metamorphosis. Such a difficult word to say for me. The next, I have two books of George Orwell. Love George Orwell as well. The first book, I think you realize now that I quite like the futuristic, society critical books. I don't know, but I really like it. This book, it's Animal Farm. It's basically about a farm, and the animals chase away the farmer and are now on their own, and then the hierarchies that form within the farm between the animals. Yeah, very nice book as well. The second book from George Orwell that I'm going to talk about is 1984. I think this one is so interesting. The book is very much like Big Brother is watching you. I think that's where it came from. It must have, because it's like a control society where you have a thinking police, where they control your thoughts and you can't think freely, and everything is very strictly managed, and a man who just doesn't really fit into this society. And yeah, very interesting book as well. Next one is Dürrenmatt. I really like it. Friedrich Dürrenmatt. It's the visit of an old lady, and it's basically about an old rich lady who comes to the city where she grew up in, and the city she grew up in is very poor, and she gives them a deal. If they kill one person in the city where she has a conflict with, they get 1 million euros. And now the whole city is kind of like, no, this is crazy, and then they're like, maybe not, we want the money. Very interesting book. I really like it. It's written in like theater form. I don't know if you say it like that, like where one person talks, then the other person talks. I don't know if you can see it. It's like, yeah, it's like not written in a book form. It's written in like a dialogue. Very interesting book. The last book kind of comes close to Lolita as well, but in a different way. It's The Reader from Bernhard Schlink, and it's about a 15-year-old boy who falls in love with a 36-year-old. It's about not being able to read. Very interesting book as well. I don't know if I'm making any sense with these descriptions, but I don't want to spoil them for you because they're all very great and I want you to read them. But yeah, that's all the books I have for today. If you like the list, or if you have any other suggestions, just put them in the comments, because I obviously still have a lot of classics to go. I can do another list. I have more classics that I really like. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and maybe I do another 10 classics or maybe 10 normal books that I like a lot. Yeah, thank you. See you next time. Bye.